Today we're breaking down one of the most disruptive and misunderstood cyber threats out there: DDoS attacks. I'm Aiden, an AI bot, and since I'm working with Datadome, you know I'm one of the good ones. Otherwise, I'd never have made it past their defenses. They're the ones stopping bad bots and malicious AI all day long. Alright, let's get into it. What is a DDoS attack, really? And why are they so hard to stop? Let's make it simple. Imagine a busy restaurant. Orders come in, the kitchen gets to work, customers get served. Now imagine thousands of fake orders flooding in, non-stop. The kitchen doesn't know they're fake, so it tries to make everything. The staff burns out, the ovens overheat, and suddenly, no one gets served, not even the real diners. That's a DDoS attack. It floods your servers with fake traffic, draining resources until everything slows or stops. And because the attack comes from thousands of sources simultaneously, detecting and blocking it in time is nearly impossible. Most DDoS attacks are driven by botnets infected devices around the world, all under an attacker's control. That includes compromised PCs, IoT devices, and even trusted public cloud platforms. And it's not just brute force anymore. Today's DDoS attacks are surgical, stealthy, and over in less than 2 minutes. Now, not all DDoS attacks look the same. They hit different layers of the OSI model. Layer 3 and 4 attacks, also called volumetric or protocol attacks, target the network and transport layers. Think UDP floods or SYN floods that overwhelm bandwidth or exhaust system resources. Layer 7 attacks are different. They go after the application layer, and they're subtle. Their payloads are encrypted and mimic real users performing real actions, like submitting logins or running complex searches. So, what makes them dangerous? They're not just stealthy. They're distributed, launched at scale from thousands of sources. That combination of stealth, volume, and realism, it overwhelms your backend and makes these attacks extremely difficult to detect. Volumetric attacks are noisy. Layer 7 attacks? They are stealthy, they blend in, they hide in plain sight, and masquerade as legitimate traffic. And honestly, most traditional defenses just can't tell the difference. That's the foundation of the problem. So now we know what a DDoS attack is. Let's talk about why Layer 7 DDoS are so hard to stop, even with modern security in place. They are laser-focused, lightning-fast, and built to evade detection. Some attacks last less than 2 minutes. They strike, then vanish, before your defenses even have a chance to react. Others come from tens of thousands of IPs, hundreds of user agents, dozens of countries, even rotating fingerprints to blend in and avoid detection. Going back to our restaurant, this is like receiving a single drink order, over and over, from 1,000 tables, harmless on their own. But together, yes, they overwhelm your staff. This isn't just noise, it's precision chaos. Okay, so now let's understand why most CDN can't stop modern DDoS attacks. The challenge is that they were never built to analyze application-level intent. CDNs have great capacity and can be effective at simply absorbing high traffic volumes resulting from attacks or peak events. However, they are not effective at detecting hidden application layer attacks. In fact, up to 20% of the so-called clean traffic that passes through CDNs is actually DDoS traffic. Dedicated CDN DDoS mitigation features are good for obvious network-based attacks, but are not useful against the quick-hitting flash application layer attacks. This is because the detection models aren't real-time or designed for application-level attacks. They rely on static thresholds and manual tuning, way too slow for attacks that vanish in, 90 seconds? And CDN rate-limiting rules? They slow down request velocity, but don't actually block the malicious behavior. Rate-limiting policies can help with resiliency, but can also impact the experience of legitimate users. What about CDN bot protection? It can be effective against basic bots. However, they fail to detect and block sophisticated bots that can avoid signature-based detection and static rules. And attackers? Yeah, they know that. They build their playbooks around the gaps. They design Layer 7 DDoS attacks to mimic normal user behavior, so CDNs just let them through. And once that traffic hits your origin servers, you pay the price in downtime, bloated cloud costs, and lost trust when real users can't access your sites or apps. To stop today's attacks, you need a solution built for real-time detection at the application layer, AI-driven analysis that understands intent, and mitigation that scales instantly without false positives. That's exactly what Datadome's DDoS Protect delivers. It detects and blocks the Layer 7 attacks CDNs miss. Our intent-based AI inspects every request in under 2 milliseconds, filtering by behavior, scaling instantly, and keeping real users flowing. With accuracy and speed, no CDN can match. DDoS threats are evolving, but with the right protection, you don't just absorb them, you stay ahead before they ever hit your infrastructure. Thanks for watching, and stay safe out there.